Hey everyone, good to see you again. This is American English File, 2nd edition, Book 2. This is Part 1B, Charlotte's Choice. Okay, let's get started. Everybody, look at the pictures. What do you see? Families. Families. Now, I have some questions for you. How many brothers and sisters do you have? Would you like to have your own family? For example, you get married, right? Or you move in with a partner. How many children do you want to have? How many kids? How many boys? How many girls? Talk about your favorite partner. How should he or she be? So talk about the girl for boys and the man for girls that you want to date, you want to get married to, you want to have a life with. Talk about your romantic life and partner. Okay, very good. Now, first, answer the questions and compare your answers with your partner. Well done. Nice discussion. But now we have something else to do. Describing people. Everybody, what does it mean to describe? Just in English. All right. Now, listen to a man describing his girlfriend. We have 3 girls, number 1, 2, and 3. So, the man is going to talk about his girlfriend. Which girl is it? Check the picture. Are you ready? Okay, let's do it.
1.9. Tell me about Molly. What does she look like?
She's tall and she has short dark hair. It's very curly. And she has brown eyes and a beautiful smile.
And what's she like?
She's really nice, very friendly and extroverted. She has a lot of friends. I'm sure you're going to like her.
Good. So, which girl is it? Do you remember? Of course, number 1. Why? Why? Short curly hair, beautiful smile, right? Being tall. Good. Now, listen again. What 2 questions does Luke's friend ask him? How does Luke answer the second question? All right? Very good. Listen again.
1.9. Tell me about Molly. What does she look like?
She's tall and she has short dark hair. It's very curly. And she has brown eyes and a beautiful smile.
And what's she like?
She's really nice, very friendly and extroverted. She has a lot of friends. I'm sure you're going to like her.
Very nice. Now, so the 2 questions are, what does she look like and what's she like? So what does she look like, right? And what's she like? One is appearance, how you dress, and the other one is personality, your character, right? And Luke answers, she's really nice. What's she like? She's really nice. The personality, the character. Well done. So, again, as I told you, what does she look like? What's she like? What does she look like? Tell me about her appearance. Is she tall or short? What color hair does she have? Or what is she wearing usually? What's she like? Tell me what kind of person she is, the character, the personality. Is she friendly? Is she shy? Well done. You did very good. Okay, now let's explore the 2 questions. What does he or she look like? Match the sentences and pictures. For example, number 1, she has big blue eyes. Yes, number 1, she has big blue eyes. The question is, what does she look like? She has big blue eyes. Okay, match it. Do it. Good. Now I want you to listen and check.
1.10. Appearance. 2.
She has curly red hair.
3. She has long straight hair. 1.
She has big blue eyes.
6. She has dark wavy hair. 5.
He has a beard and a mustache.
4. He's bald. 7.
He's very tall and thin.
9. He's short and a little overweight. 8.
He's medium height and slim.
Okay, well done. Now, these are the answers. She has curly red hair. She has long straight hair, number 3. She has dark wavy hair, number 6. He has a beard and a mustache, like me. Look, I have a beard and a mustache, right? He's bald, number 4. He's very tall and thin, number 7. He's short and a little overweight, okay? And he's medium height and slim. Slim. All right, very good. You did right, but I have 2 points for you. Thin or slim, fat or overweight. Now look, as it says here, thin and slim are both the opposite of fat. But slim, what does it mean? Slim, it means that thin in an attractive way, in a sexy way. When somebody is slim, he's fit. He's like a model, right? But fat, the word fat is not a polite word. It's not good to use it. You can't say, oh, you're fat. That's not accepted, all right? But you can say, you are a little bit overweight in a polite way. You say it in a good way. Now, another thing, we often use 2 adjectives together without and sometimes to describe hair or eyes. For example, she has long curly hair, or he has big brown eyes. Adjectives go in this order: size, style, color, right? This is the order: size, style, color. Long, curly hair, big, brown eyes. This is the order of the adjectives. Well done. But the show must go on. Let's go. Now, the second question. What's he like? What's she like? As I told you, it's about character. It's about personality, right? So, I have 2 exercises for you, A and B. So in A, match the adjectives with the definitions. For example, these are the adjectives: friendly, funny, generous, kind, lazy, shy, smart, talkative, all right? Number 1, a person who is open and warm is friendly, okay? So first, match the words with their definitions, all right? Match 1 to 8 with one of these, for example, adjectives, okay? But B, complete the opposite column with an adjective from the list. For example, friendly, what is the opposite? Look here. What is the opposite? Unfriendly, right? Okay, you have all the time in the world, and I'm gonna wait for you. Do it.
6.5 hours later.
All right, well done. Now I want you to listen and check.
1.11. Personality. 1.
Friendly. Unfriendly.
2. Talkative. Quiet. 3.
Generous. Cheap.
4. Kind. Unkind. 5.
Lazy. Hardworking.
6. Funny. Serious. 7.
Smart. Stupid.
8. Shy. Extroverted.
Okay, well done. Now these are the answers. A person who is open and warm is friendly. What is the opposite? Unfriendly. Number two, a person who talks a lot is talkative. Talkative. But what is the opposite? Quiet. Right? Number three, a person who likes giving people things is generous. But the opposite is cheap, or we say stingy. Number four, a person who is friendly and good to other people is kind, and the opposite is unkind. Okay, number five, a person who doesn't want to work is, of course, lazy, but the opposite is hardworking, like you. Number six, a person who makes people laugh is funny, and the opposite is serious, right? Number seven, a person who is quick at learning and understanding things is smart. The synonym is intelligent. The opposite, stupid. Synonym, same meaning. Opposite, different meaning, stupid. For example, smart, stupid. Number eight, a person who can't talk easily to people he or she doesn't know is shy. But someone like me who speaks to everybody is extroverted, okay? Just getting everything out of me, all the information, so that you can learn English, my friend. Good. Now, everybody in pairs, you and your friend, you and your girlfriend who are learning English together, right? Ask and answer about a member of your family or a good friend. For example, what does your sister look like? She's tall and she has short dark hair. What's she like? She's very nice. She's very funny. Okay, so appearance and personality, appearance and character. All right, now look, nice, funny or fun. Nice is a very common positive adjective of personality. He's a very nice person. Nice describes a person who is friendly and kind. A person who is funny makes you laugh. A person who is fun is a person who you have good time with. So if I'm funny, I make you laugh. But if I'm fun, I give you good time. When you go out with me, you have fun. You say, hey, Soroosh is really fun. We should hang out with him, right? I give you good time. So that is the difference between funny and fun. Tired? Let's have some coffee and get back, right? Okay, that was some good coffee break. Now, we have a reading. Now, who knows you better, your mother or your best friend? Okay, first, I have a question for you. Who do you think knows you better? Your personality, your character, your appearance, your mother or father, or your best friend? Why? Okay, answer this question and speak to your partner. Good. So, who knows you better? Good answers. Now, part B, read the introduction and the first paragraph of the article. Okay, so the introduction and the first paragraph, and answer questions number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, in the next part, answer these questions number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Take your time, read it completely, and answer the questions, part B and D. Okay, do it.
A few moments later.
All right, let's read it together. In our weekly experiment, single people who are looking for a partner ask their mother and their best friend to help. Interesting. This week's single person is Charlotte Ramirez. So her name is Charlotte. Everybody remember this name. A 25-year-old web designer. Her father is Argentinian and her mother is American. She lives in San Francisco and she doesn't have a partner right now. Oh, she's single. Her mother, Alice, chooses a man she thinks is perfect for her daughter and her best friend. Katie chooses another. So, one partner is chosen by the mother, one partner by the best friend. Then Charlotte goes on a date with each man. Which one does she prefer? Okay, which one do you think? Now, we have read the introduction and the first paragraph. So, let's answer part B. What is the idea of the experiment? Of course, single people ask their mother and best friend to find them a partner. Who's Charlotte? Charlotte is a single 25-year-old web designer who is looking for a partner. Good. Okay, number 3. Who are Alice and Katie? Okay, Alice is Charlotte's mother and Katie is Charlotte's best friend. All right? And number 4, what do Alice and Katie have to do? Then what happens? Okay, Alice and Katie have to choose a man for Charlotte. Then Charlotte goes on a date with each man. Okay, interesting until now. So let's find out how is Charlotte. Okay, this is about Charlotte. I love going to the movies, but I often feel like staying at home with a good book, says Charlotte. I'm very friendly and sociable, and I get along well with most people. I think I have a good sense of humor. What kind of men do I like? Well, I like interesting men who can make me laugh. Physically, I prefer men with a really nice smile who are taller than me. Oh, looks like I have a chance. And I don't usually like men with beards. I like men who are into literature and art and classical music. I'm not sure who is going to choose better for me. Both my mom and my best friend know me very well. Maybe Katie could find me a guy who is physically more compatible, but my mother has known me for longer. Nice. Interesting. Let's answer the questions. What does Charlotte like doing? She likes going to the movies and reading. What's she like? She's friendly, sociable, and has a good sense of humor. Okay? What kind of men does she like or she doesn't like? She likes interesting men who can make her laugh. She likes men who are taller than her and have a nice smile. She likes men who are into literature, art, and classical music. She doesn't like men with beards, like me.
Emotional, damn it!
Number 4. Who does she think is going to choose better? Why? Well, she doesn't know who's going to choose better. Katie might choose a man who is physically right for her, but Charlotte's mother has known her for longer. So we should wait and see who she picks, right? Now, there are some highlighted words. I need you to check them in your dictionary or Google Translate and tell it to your partner. Well done. You did very good. Okay, now let's do a little review. Simple present. From memory, try to complete the sentences using the simple present. It's easy, right? Okay, let's do it together. She doesn't have a partner right now. She goes on a date with each man. Number 3. Which one does she prefer? Number 4. What kind of men do I like? Number 5. I don't usually like men with beards. Okay. Now, you and your partner answer the questions. Which letter do you add to most verbs with he, she, it? For example, I like, she likes. You add S. Now, how do the verbs below change with he, she, it? Watch, study, go, have. I watch. He watches. All right? I study. She studies. I go. It goes. I have. He has. Good. And number 3, what auxiliary verbs do you use to make questions and negatives with A, I, you, we, they, or and B, He, she, it. Okay. With IUV day, for example, you use do and don't. Do you go to school? No, I don't. Does he play tennis? No, he doesn't. Right? Okay. So let me remind everything to you. Simple present. Everybody listen and practice.
1.12.
I usually work at home.
They don't live near here. Do you speak French?
Yes, I do. No, I don't.
Holly knows me very well.
It doesn't often rain here. Does Alice like jazz?
Yes, she does. No, she doesn't.
Okay, very nice. You know all of this. It's easy for you. Just to remind you, right? So we use simple present for things you do every day, general things, every day, every week, every year. For example, I go to the gym every day, all right? Or I go to my piano class on the weekends, all right? Or for things that are generally true. Sun shines every morning, all right? Or some things that always happen. It becomes dark at night. It always happens, right? Good. Now, use don't or doesn't to make negative sentences and do and does to make questions, right? You know this. And this is the spelling rules for the third person. He, she, it. Work, works. You add S. Study, studies. You remove the Y. You add IES. Finish, finishes. ES. All right? Go and do goes, does. And have becomes has. Okay, well done. Now let's move on to the next part. Again, adverbs and the expressions of frequency. You know this as well. Everybody listen and practice.
1.13. 1.
We often go out on Friday night.
She doesn't usually study on weekends.
I'm never sick.
He's always late for work.
2.
She gets up early every day.
We have English classes twice a week.
So, as you can see, adverbs of frequency, all right, show you how many times you do things through time, right? So we often use the simple present with adverbs of frequency: always, usually, often, sometimes, hardly ever, never. Adverbs of frequency go before the main verb. For example, I often go to the gym on Fridays, all right? Okay, now, adverbs of frequency go after be. She's never sick. She's never late, right? And remember to use positive verbs with never. It never rains. I never play tennis, right? Okay. Expressions of frequency, every day, once a week, etc., usually go at the end of the sentence. Okay? At the end. For example, we have English classes twice a week. She gets up early every day. All right? It's easy for you because you know it already. I taught you. All right. Let's practice this together, me and you, and sharpen our tools, right? Okay. Okay. Let's practice together. Now, write sentences and questions with the simple present. For example, look at the sample one. He usually gets up late, right? Exercise B, put the words in the right order. We often go to the movies, for example. All right, stop the video and do it. Very good. Check your answers with your partner. All right, let's do it together. Number 1, does Anna like music? Number 2, my sister has a lot of hobbies. Number 3, I don't get along very well with my parents. Number 4, my brother studies at school. Number 5. My neighbors don't have any children. Number 6. When does the movie start? Number 7. He goes out twice a week. Number 8. We don't often talk about politics. Number 9. How often do you email your brother? And number 10. I don't go on Facebook very often. Well done. Part B. I always go to bed before 11. Number 2. Kate hardly ever sees her family. Number 3. We never go shopping on Saturday. Number 4. I go to the dentist twice a year. Number 5. They sometimes have breakfast in the yard. Number 6. We usually listen to the radio in the morning. Number 7. Alan runs in the park every day. 8. I never drink coffee after 4. Number 9. John doesn't often go to the movies. And number 10. I visit my mom once a month. Very well. You did very good. Impressive work. Okay, now back to that reading. Do you remember Charlotte? Can you remember what kind of men Charlotte likes and doesn't like? Do you remember? Good. Now we have two candidates here, Alexander and Oliver. Now you're going to ask questions. One of you is going to be A, one of you is going to be B. For example, how old is Alexander? He is 32 years old. How old is Oliver? He is 25 years old. Ask and answer questions. All right? One of you from Alexander, one of you from Oliver. One of you asks about Oliver, one of you asks about Alexander. And use the charts. Fill in the charts. Do it together. And one more question. Which man do you think is better for Charlotte? Why? Speak to your partner. Who is better? Who is going to win Charlotte? Right? Okay, so the mother's choice is Alexander. Her friend's choice is Oliver. Now we're going to see who she picks. Okay, listen to Charlotte talking about what happened when she met Alexander. What did she think of him? Does she want to see him again? All right. Listen and answer.
1.14.
My first impression of Alexander was that he was much older than me. In fact, he was 32, but I thought he was older. But when we started talking, I really liked him. He was extroverted and funny, and he had a very good sense of humor. He works for a TV station, and he told me a lot of good stories about his work. He was also interested in the same things as me, art and music, and we talked a lot about that. Physically, he wasn't really my type.
Oh my God!
It's hard to say why. He was tall and dark and very good-looking, and he had a nice smile. But there just wasn't any chemistry between us.
Denied.
I could imagine going to a concert or the theater with him, but as a friend. Sorry, Mom, but no.
She said as a friend. Okay, so what are the answers? She really liked him, but physically he wasn't her type. There wasn't any chemistry between them. Yes, as a friend. To go to a concert or a theater. I see. Now, listen again and write down any adjectives or expressions that Charlotte uses to describe his appearance and personality. Okay, this is on you. Listen and write the adjectives for personality and appearance.
1.14.
My first impression of Alexander was that he was much older than me. In fact, he was 32, but I thought he was older. But when we started talking, I really liked him. He was extroverted and funny, and he had a very good sense of humor. He works for a TV station, and he told me a lot of good stories about his work. He was also interested in the same things as me, art and music, and we talked a lot about that. Physically, he wasn't really my type. It's hard to say why. He was tall and dark and very good-looking, and he had a nice smile. But there just wasn't any chemistry between us. I could imagine going to a concert or the theater with him, but as a friend. Sorry, Mom, but no.
Here's an advice from your teacher. When a girl says, I love you as a friend, leave immediately. All right. So these are the adjectives: appearance, tall, dark, very good looking, nice smile; personality, extroverted, funny, a very good sense of humor. But girl is very picky. All right. Now repeat for Oliver. All right. Let's see if she likes Oliver, her friend's choice. All right. Okay, let's do it.
1.15.
When I first saw Oliver, I thought he looked warm and friendly and more attractive than Alexander. He was tall with short blonde hair, and he had amazing blue eyes.
City boy! City boy!
Kind of like the actor Ryan Gosling. He was kind of shy and quiet at first, but when we started talking, he relaxed, and we found we had a lot of things in common. We both like books and movies. He was generous, too. He wanted to pay for everything. I really enjoyed the evening. When it was time to go, he asked for my phone number and said he wanted to meet again. We walked out of the restaurant and went to look for a taxi. And then something happened, and I knew that it was impossible for me to go out with him. He said, "Finally," and took out a pack of cigarettes. That was it. I could never have a boyfriend who was a smoker. I think maybe for my next date, I'm going to choose the man myself. I don't think another person can really choose a partner for you.
Yeah, she's right. You gotta pick him or her yourself. And good, avoid smokers. Date the ones who go to the gym with you. That would be better. All right, so she thought he was attractive more than Alexander, friendly and generous, but she won't go with him again because he smokes. Good. Now listen again and write the adjectives in appearance and personality, just like above. All right? Let's go.
1.15.
When I first saw Oliver, I thought he looked warm and friendly and more attractive than Alexander. He was tall with short blonde hair, and he had amazing blue eyes, kind of like the actor Ryan Gosling. He was kind of shy and quiet at first, but when we started talking, he relaxed, and we found we had a lot of things in common. We both like books and movies. He was generous, too. He wanted to pay for everything. I really enjoyed the evening. When it was time to go, he asked for my phone number and said he wanted to meet again. We walked out of the restaurant and went to look for a taxi. And then something happened, and I knew that it was impossible for me to go out with him. He said, "Finally," and took out a pack of cigarettes. That was it. I could never have a boyfriend who was a smoker. I think maybe for my next date, I'm going to choose the man myself. I don't think another person can really choose a partner for you.
Yeah. He smoked and blew it. All right, these are the adjectives: appearance, attractive, tall, short, blonde hair, amazing blue eyes. Ooh. Personality, warm, friendly, kind of shy, quiet, generous. Well done. You did very good. Now, what does Charlotte decide in the end. And do you agree with her? Of course, she decides to choose herself. Do you agree? I would agree because I choose what I want. Only me. So it's up to you. Speak to your partner. Who do you choose and why do you choose? All right, well done. All right, pronunciation. Everybody listen and repeat.
1.16.
She likes cats.
He works with his parents.
He has brown eyes.
She wears jeans.
She relaxes with boxes of chocolates.
He uses glasses to read.
Okay, now snake, s, zebra, z, is, relaxes, watches, boxes. Remember, everybody, pronunciation of the final S or ES, verbs and nouns. The final se or S is pronounced s or Z. The difference is small. The final ES is pronounced is after CH, C, G, SH, S, Z, and X. Now, how do you say the he, she, it form of these verbs? And the plural, singular 1, plural 2, 3, 4, all right? Of these nouns. Listen and check. Okay, everybody, let's listen.
1.17.
Chooses. Cooks. Goes. Lives. Stops. Teaches.
Boys. Classes. Dates. Friends. Languages. Parents.
Very nice. That's the way you pronounce it. Now, everybody, we have a speaking practice. Look at this form. Good. Now, look at the form and prepare to give this information about your friend. Work in pairs, you and your friend. Ask and answer about your people. Compare the information. Do you think the two people are compatible? So, just ask. For example, what's your name? All right. Are you single? Are you married? Are you divorced? So fill in the form and find people who are compatible. Do some matchmaking. Be a good person. Do the matchmaking exercise. And writing. Everybody, this is the last part of this session. Describing a person. Now, everybody, read Charlie's email. The computer has found 10 mistakes. They are grammar, green, punctuation, blue, or spelling, red, mistakes. Can you correct them? From Charlie to Lucy. What is the subject? Hi, from Mexico. Okay, let's read the email first. Hi, Lucy, my name's Charlie. Well, it's really Carlos, but everyone calls me Charlie. I'm from Mexico City and I live at home with my parents and my dog. All right, so green, it means grammar. I have 21 years old. You say, I am 21 years old and I'm in college. I'm studying physics. So this is a spelling mistake. I'm studying physics. I'm in my last year and I really like it. I'm going to tell you about myself. As you can see from the photo, again, spelling mistake, I have black hair and brown eyes. Okay? My father always says that I have a big nose. Doesn't look big to me, but I don't think so. I think it's a nice nose. All right. I think I'm a positive person. My friends say I'm funny, and it's true. I like making people laugh, but I can be serious too when I need to be. Okay, this is punctuation. I don't have many free time. Okay, I don't have much free time because when I'm not in class, I have to do projects or write reports. But when I can, I like watching TV series, especially science fiction series and comedies. I watch them in English subtitle, English with the capital E, with subtitles. I also like playing computer games like World of Warcraft and StarCraft. Please write soon and tell me about you and your life. Best wishes, Charlie. All right, nice. Now, I want you to read the email again from the beginning, then cover it and answer the questions from memory. Okay, cover the email. All right. So where's Charlie from? He's from Mexico City. What's his real name? Carlos. Who does he live with? His parents and his dog. What does he do? He's in college. He's a student. What does he look like? He has black hair and brown eyes. What's he like? Personality. He's positive and funny. What are his favorite free time activities? Watching TV and playing computer games. Now, write a similar email about you or a person you know. Write 4 paragraphs, everybody. Paragraph 1, name, nationality, age, family, work or study. Paragraph 2, physical appearance. Paragraph 3, personality. Paragraph 4, hobbies and interests. Okay? So you write about yourself or someone you know and check your email for mistakes, grammar, punctuation, and spelling. Okay, you can write about yourself and email me. And if I have the time, I can answer you. You can pick my email from my Instagram as well. All right? And that's the session for today. Very good. So everybody, make sure to max out your appearance and personality. Wish you all the best and let's see you in your best version. Bye bye.